G'day viewers, I'm Mohr. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm actually going to be installing a Delkevic slip-on. Going to be removing this one, the original one, and replacing it with a shorter one. So yeah, let's check out the gear. In front of me I've got the Delkevic slip-on kit. Basically it came all in one big packet in this polystyrene, well protected. Comes with some stickers, the actual slip-on itself, an extender pipe, a mounting bracket, some sealant, gasket sealant, another bracket to mount it to the bike, and some nuts and bolts and a bit of rubber which inserts in the actual bracket that goes around the exhaust, and some information sheet as well. So the tools required to do the job. Over in the corner there we've got a 10mm, 13mm and 14mm spanner. We've got a 5mm Allen key and a 6mm Allen key and a socket set as well. So the first thing we want to do is remove the original exhaust system, or just the slip-on part. Basically we've got the heat shield to take off here. We need to take this all off, which I'm no doubt there'll be a bracket underneath there holding that onto the main pipe. So first things first, 5mm Allen key, and yeah, we should be able to, yep, that's nice and loose. Take that off first. Okay, looking from underneath the exhaust, underneath the bike, basically the heat shield is also loops into there. I'll just see if I can get right close for it. You can see that. So basically once I've loosened that up, the heat shield should come off. Yeah, it's a 10mm. So we'll loosen that up a bit. Hopefully the shield should just slide out. Okay, so that's the heat shield off. So yeah, you had to loosen this one off, which actually holds this part in, and then you've got a little sliding area, this thing here, which actually slides up into there. Okay, that's the heat shield off. So first we want to loosen this part here. It's a 12mm, I think, yeah, 12mm. So basically loosen that up first. So in the front we've placed a 6mm Allen key and then sort of wedged it up against the pipe here. And from the back we need a 14mm socket, and we should be able to loosen that up. So now we just need to take this all off and take that out. So we just need to loosen this up, wriggle it around a bit, and then take this one out. I've got my knee underneath and it should just slide off. Okay, the pipe's off. Now that we've got the pipe off, don't forget to remove that ring there. I mean, you could have easily taken it off, screwing it off. This is probably an easier way of doing it. What we want to do is give that a really good clean around there, and then start putting the other pipe on. But before we do that, I'm going to do a comparison between the original pipe and the new slip-on. So that's the original pipe from the Kawasaki Versys x300, and this is the new one that I'm going to be installing. Okay, let's look at the slip-on a little bit closer. It's done with a carbon fibre effect on the outer and chrome. It does have a removable baffle, but I will be leaving that in as I don't really want to have my bike a bit too loud. Big bonus about this one is the actual weight of it. It's actually quite light in comparison to the original one. I reckon the original one probably weighs about 2 or 3 kilos heavier than this. So yeah, let's get to the install. Okay, the pipe's all been cleaned, and first things first, I'll just put these 2 clamps on. Right, we've got the smaller one going on first and the larger one going on second. Next we're going to go and mount this bracket, which will help hold the exhaust stable. So basically it's shaped like that, and what we want to do is come in through the back onto the bolt that's already in there. Then we're going to put another washer on, and then the nut, and tighten that up. Just in a, not totally tight, we'll tighten that all up once we get everything lined up properly. So I've placed the bracket there, and I've pushed it up as far as it can go underneath this protector. I'd say it's probably to protect people from standing on the actual exhaust, so yeah. So the next step is this sealant that they've provided for exhaust sealant, and basically we're going to be applying that on the inside of here. And what we want to do is we want to go below all those cut areas with the sealant, and then we will slide that onto there. And same again with the actual slip-on, we need to apply sealant in around that area there, just near where the baffle comes up to. That's going to be a little bit more tricky to get my fingers into there, but we need to provide sealant all the way right round inside there. So using a paintbrush, a real small hobby paintbrush, I managed to get some sealant beyond that point, and now we're going to slip on the extender pipe onto it. So I've put that as far as it can go in. Now that clamp's going to go over the side here where all these little grooves are, and when we clamp that up, it's going to tighten that up, and we've got the sealant running around inside there. So now we have to put sealant on the inside of this one here and attach it to the pipe down there. Okay, as you can see, sealant all in there, just around the edges. And I find using a brush, small little hobby brush like this, ideal. Okay, let's slip this on. Just make sure you got the brackets already on and the Allen key heads facing outwards. Just grab the slip on, and basically you need to sort of position it. You still can rotate. This stuff is not going to set it to the point of it sticking. So basically you want to sort of position the pipe so we're reasonably close now to that bracket. We probably want to come down a little bit, but in the same token, being mindful that you're going to have clearance from the swing arm, so we'll have to check on that. Okay, looking at from the rear, I've got clearance there. I mean, by the time that bracket gets tightened, it'll probably pull it out a little bit more. That's why you don't want to tighten up everything straight away, because basically the most important thing is to make sure that this swing arm has got room to move. So the bracket, you can just put it in through that way, and basically we want to clamp that down together now with a couple of screws. So basically we're going to have one screw and a washer go in first, and then from the back we're going to have a washer and then the nut. So now we're going to bring up the clamp, first one, and that will sit approximately around there. And then the second one, slide that up and situate that approximately around there. So you just need to keep these Allen key screws easily accessible, and then we're just going to tighten that up. Now when tightening that up, we're going to start from here and then go onto here, working our way up to this one here, which we'll tighten up, and then onto this one here. And as you tighten them up, they're all set at a certain Newton meter torque. I'll put that down on the bottom of the screen because I can't remember what it was. I think it was around about 21 Newton meters. But anyway, we'll tighten them all up, and as you tighten them all up, just ensure that the pipe's not being pulled in towards the swing arm. Okay, everything's tightened up. We've tightened that one up, that one, tightened that one up there, and this one here. And now we're just going to check to see the clearance from the swing arm and the exhaust, and make sure that's all okay. So we've got plenty of clearance between through here, which is really good. And yeah. So for example, if that was a little bit closer, probably would have to just twist the extender pipe a little bit to bring the exhaust out a little bit more, but I'm pretty happy with that clearance there. Okay, all complete. Now just with these brackets here, the sealant should go off with the heat from the actual engine itself and seal it properly, but just make sure you don't have any exhaust leaks in these two areas here. But yeah, that's all done now. Yeah, pretty happy with the end result. It's got a nice little note, and yeah, the install was reasonably easy. And yeah, what can I say? If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more. We'll be doing a few more upgrades on the Versys. I've got some side pannier racks going on, and some new bags. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you all later.